So we got Chuba Hubbard and Jaylen Warren. Two guys that I feel like 2 years ago you'd been like, oh God, if you're starting these two guys, you're probably not winning your league. You're probably in the bottom, but hey, Chuba has done pretty well for the Panthers this year so far, and Jaylen Warren is the RB1 until he says otherwise in Pittsburgh. In fact, Aaron Rodgers said earlier today, maybe yesterday, that he needs to get the ball in Jaylen Warren's hands more often because when he does, good things happen. And that's exactly what you want to hear as a fantasy manager is that your quarterback wants to get the ball into the hands of the running back. So that's always a great thing to hear.
Yeah, so I guess you're leaning heavily towards Jaylen Warren, but can't wait to hear what you really choose. This one was it was tough because Chuba wasn't supposed to be the starter. It was supposed to be Jonathan Brooks, and we all know that saga. That hasn't worked out. Chuba got extended, and now he is a starting running back for the Panthers with no competition. Jaylen Warren, on the other hand, they drafted Caleb Johnson. A lot of people, a lot of bros drafted Caleb Johnson thinking he was going to start, not understanding that Aaron Rodgers doesn't have time to deal with rookies. So therefore, Caleb Johnson won't be seeing the field this year. Now it's all Jaylen Warren, and it's kind of like ew still because it's Jaylen Warren. So understandably, these matchups are pretty gross. Chuba's going against the Atlanta Falcons this week. Falcons are just giving up 11 points per game to the running back position. That's kind of very, very low, actually. Whereas Jaylen Warren's going against going against the New England Patriots, and New England gives up 19.1 fantasy points per game to the running back position. So quite a bit of difference there in the defenses. But it's also concerning because it's only 2 weeks and you can only play who you play. It's kind of like saying if a defense played Josh Allen or if Josh Allen went against two defenses that are bum ass defenses, my language. Yeah, of course, those defenses are going to be looking really bad because they're going against Josh Allen. Instead of if they went against Cam Ward, their defenses might have looked really good. So keep that in mind when looking at these early stats. It's only 2 weeks. We don't have enough sample sizes to actually accurately depict what's going to happen. That being said, I'm still going Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren is the guy I want in this situation. He's currently the lead back in Pittsburgh, as we said. He has 25 carries to Gainwell's 12 in this early season. Caleb Johnson has 2, so he's the clear back. It's just when your quarterback does say that, I'm going to lean into Aaron Rodgers and what he wants to do. Whereas the Carolina Panthers, when they do find the red zone, and that's what I look at running backs, especially at this part of your roster, be interchangeable, the red zone. Do the Panthers know what the red zone looks like? I don't think they do. When they do get to the red zone, it's more of a passing attack. They've thrown the ball 16 times in the red zone, and they've only run the ball 5 times. Again, when a team is limited and they don't get down the field often and they're not in the red zone, so your running back can't score those easy Javonte Williams like touchdowns, it's going to be hard for a running back to produce. Bryce Young, I'm sorry, he took a little step forward, but not enough to make me confident in that offense just yet. So that's why I'm going Jaylen Warren, a more competent offense, more competent franchise, and more opportunities in the red zone.
Yeah, I mean I get all of that. These two I actually have ranked back to back in the rankings in my rankings this week. I have them at 13 and 14 actually. So both of these, in my opinion, are starters. You're going to start both of them, but that's not necessarily what the consensus says. A lot of them have them in the low 20s or like low to mid 20s, which is the reason why they're on this show. Now you mentioned, the red zone, it's more of a passing attack. Chuba has yet to score a rushing touchdown on the season. Neither has Jaylen Warren. But when we're looking at volume, the amount of rushing attempts they've taken, the amount of targets they've received in the passing game, it actually heavily favors Chuba. He's gotten 6 targets last week alone, 5 the week before, whereas Jaylen Warren's only got 6 total targets in the passing game this season. And both of Hubbard's touchdowns this year have come from the passing game, which means he is getting involved in that red zone to get those touchdowns. So yeah, he's not running the ball in, but he is receiving the ball in for the touchdown, and that's just fine with me. Spoiler, I do have Hubbard ranked one spot above Warren in my rankings this week, and that's exactly why I'm going to start him. Just the sheer volume that he receives over Jaylen Warren is greater. The Panthers don't have nearly as many attacking players on the offense. They have what, Tet? Legette's
Hunter
nothing.
Renfrow.
Legette's still nothing. Hunter Renfrow, sure, whatever. But past that, it is Hubbard. It's Hubbard's offense. They extended him for a reason. They gave him the contract for a reason. Jaylen Warren is what, option number 4 for Aaron Rodgers at this point. He's got DK. Maybe he's 2. And I understand Aaron Rodgers just said we need to get him the ball more. But I do feel a little bit more confident in Hubbard getting that against Atlanta. I know the Vikings just got shut out the Vikings just got shut out by Atlanta, but I'm feeling Hubbard here all day. And that's why I'm going to go with him. And for anybody that is statistical, anytime Josh and I have differed, your boy wins.